Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here with me on the show tonight. So happy to have you. And I hope everything is well in your world tonight. So, I wanted to bring in some personal stories for all of you this evening and hoping that it will reach out to somebody out there who is really needing to hear some of these messages, some of the stories, some hopes as well. So if it's feeling like this is for you, it most definitely is for you. So a couple of weeks ago, we had a caller on the phone, and no surprise, Spirit always brings me those people, um, at the time that need, you know, that I need to hear something as well as the person that, you know, that I need to be sharing the information with. So, if you've had a reading with me or you've listened to me, you'll know that I will say if it's a message for you, it's also a message for me. And so this caller that came in, no surprise, she was calling in because she had just lost her dog and she was wanting to know about her dog on the other side. And so, when we go through these times in our life, we're looking for signs. We're looking, to make sure that our loved ones are listening, um, you know, that they're okay, right? And even with our pets, doing the same thing. And, I was thinking, wow, okay, this is definitely a message for me as well. We were going through a time with our dog as well and knew that we didn't have much time with her either, and that I would be experiencing some of these things that this caller was experiencing. And so it was a reminder for me from Spirit that, you know, listen to these messages that you're giving because they're also for you as well. So as we're experiencing all this, a week ago we did say goodbye to our beloved pet, Teo. She was with us for 12 years. And, people ask me, well, it must be easier in some ways since you're a medium, a psychic, intuitive. And, I can say yes and no. I'm still human, right? I'm still human from that first point. And so you go through all the same emotions regardless. But what I can tell you is that she was around immediately after we said goodbye. And things that happened in the house, right? Um, that I always tell people will be in awareness of, right? So today, in fact, I could hear the tapping of her feet, like her little nails going across the floor, right? Nobody else was in the house but me today. And so, it's like, okay, she's here. And a couple of days ago, we had a toy um, that we had sitting in a spare bedroom, and it goes off by um, movement, right? Nobody in the room, nobody even close to the room, and the toy is going off. Not once, but 3 times. So she was in there having a heyday and playing, right? So these are all the little signs. When I say look for the signs, right? These are all the signs that you look for, that you experience. And you just have to be in awareness of that, right? And so, yes, it does help. I can see her in the afterlife. I saw her, meet my dad and my husband's dad. They were there with open arms waiting for her. And yes, it does give me peace. Um, knowing that she is happy and she's playing and she's out of pain. But as a human, you still grieve, right? So as you are going through some of these moments, maybe yourself, right? Look around. Do you literally hear your dog or your cat, your animal, walking across the floor? Can you hear the click, click, click of what it would sound like with their nails on the ground, right? Can you hear the toy that's going off, right? Can you see something out of the corner of your eye, right? These are all signs that they are with us still, just in a different form. And yes, it might bring a smile across your face, but you still have to have that time to grieve, that period of, that huge loss that you might feel. And I would tell you for that for anybody. And sometimes I have to remind myself. In fact, a friend of mine reminded me of that exact thing, right? Take some time to go through those emotions. And so, as you're doing that, just know that they are there with you, supporting you and loving you through it all the way through because they don't want you to hurt. They want you to be happy that they're happy and living it up on the other side. So I hope that that reaches somebody who is needing it tonight. Look for those signs, right? The songs that come on the radio, the noises that you hear. If you hear, their bark, right? That's them as well, right? Don't dismiss it. Listen to it and say, "Thank you. I know that you're here, and thank you for being here." All right. Right now, we have a caller lined up for you this evening. So let's check and see who we have. We we have Sabrina in Burlington, Ontario, Canada. Good evening, Sabrina, and welcome to Your Time to
Hi.
Shine.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. I just want to have a reading about my son. So his father and I are not together, and he doesn't like going to his father's house. I just want to see if there's should I be concerned for him to go there
Okay, so you're concerned about your son going to your husband's place. Is that correct?
to his father. Yeah. So my ex, he gets anxiety. He doesn't like going there. There was emotional abuse that was happening there. I just want to
Okay,
see if I should I should be concerned about him going there.
right. Sabrina, let me check in really quick here, see what I can find out for you. There'll be just a little moment of silence as I do that, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Sabrina. Uh, so is there is your son? Let me start over. Is there an agreement where your son has to go there? The question,
Yeah,
first
there
off,
is. Yeah,
there
it's
is.
shared custody.
Okay, all right. Um, yeah, I can feel that there is a lot of anxiety for your
Hmm.
son over this, especially since you're not going to be there. It's kind of like what they're showing me is you're kind of that in between. You're the shield, right? Um,
Yeah,
and so with you not being there, it is giving him a lot of anxiety about going there. Um, So are there so when he goes, does he have to go for like a long period of time? Is it like a week? Is it a weekend? Could there be
He's got to go for
shorter?
3 days.
Okay. Could there possibly be shorter iterations of, you know, of this, of,
No.
okay. I'm just checking in. Um,
Yeah.
is this the first time? Is this like one of the first times that he will be doing this on his own? Or has he been going to see his dad for a while?
No, no, he's been doing this for a long time, for the past 7 years. But I don't know if I should
Okay.
take it to the legal approach and try and get full custody, but it's going to be a battle.
Yes, it will be. Um,
Yeah. But is he safe there?
he is safe there. It's more of it's more of like a past anxiety that keeps coming up and creeping up for him. Um, I'm being shown that the situation is actually a little bit better than it was when the two of you were together. But it's just bringing up a lot of emotional traumas for your son. What they're showing me is um, could you go to a well, first of all, is your son in any kind of counseling or anything like this
Yeah, he
because of
is.
all this?
He is.
Okay. Um, there's a possibility that you could get some kind of like a written statement or something from the counselor that might be helpful for you. Um, that maybe you could shorten the duration even a little bit more, or maybe not have it quite as frequently. Um,
Okay.
but again, that would be if this is something that you are wanting to do, absolutely seek guidance and counsel for this. Um, but I am feeling like, you know, your son still really has a hard time with it. Again, a
Yeah.
lot of it is the past trauma, right? Um, and so as he kind of works through that, it will get a little bit easier, but it's going to take time to get through that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's good.
Um,
Talking about signs, I met this guy and I'm seeing hearts everywhere. I'm seeing hearts in the clouds. I'm seeing hearts in rocks. I'm seeing hearts in a potato that I bought in the store today.
oh, I love it. I love it. Yes, signs all
Do you
over the
feel like this
place.
guy is like the one?
I feel like this guy is going to bring you a lot of joy. He's going to bring a lot of smiles to your face, and he's going to show you um, different things in life. He's going to take what they're showing me is like almost like taking a very normal situation and putting a twist on it so that you can look at it from another viewpoint, that you can see it in another
Okay.
way. Okay. So he is here to teach you how to look at things differently, right? Throw the glasses away and put on some new lenses so that you can see things in a whole new light. Because
Okay.
this is going to bring you some really amazing and magical situations, not just with the two of you, but just within your own life, because you're going to be able to see things differently. And sometimes that's what we need to do. We need to just look at a situation and look at it completely differently. So,
Right.
Um, what
Like
I'm being
forever?
shown, what I'm being shown is like, is he the one? I'm kind of getting the shoulder shrug. Um, it's too early to tell. They're showing me, but they're saying go with it. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy every minute of it because he's going to teach you how to smile again. He's going to teach you how to love and trust again. And so that's a really important part, especially if you are coming off of a, not real great uh, relationship or one that might have been abusive, right? That's the whole thing about taking off those glasses and putting on a different pair,
Hmm.
right? So that you can
Right.
learn how to trust people, learn how to trust yourself, learn how to trust or not trust, excuse me, learn how to love yourself first and foremost, right? And he's going
Hmm.
to show you the way, right? So
Okay.
they're saying just enjoy it. Don't look too far ahead and don't worry what's going to happen tomorrow. Just stay in the moment and stay in this really fantastic energy that's playing out for you right now because it's pretty magical.
Okay. That's good to
Okay.
know.
Enjoy the hearts.
I am. It's funny. Like the heart symbol was never a thing for me. Me was always feathers. I would see feathers everywhere. But since I've met this guy, I'm seeing hearts everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's about love. It's about loving yourself just as much as it is about loving somebody else or loving the situation.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. And my son's gonna be fine. Love life is gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
Everything's going to be fine.
Okay. Good. Thank you so much. I really
You're
appreciate
so
that.
welcome. You're very welcome. Have a wonderful evening.
Yes, you too. I
Okay.
know.
Bye. All right. We have Amber in Utica, New York. Good evening, Amber, and welcome to your time to shine.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What can I do for you?
I was looking just to get like messages or like advice on a past loved one.
Okay. What would you like to know?
Um, I just want to know if there was like particularly like any advice they can give me right now.
It's a pretty broad statement, and we've only got like 10 minutes. Do you want to narrow that down just a little bit for me?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm kind of new to this.
That's okay. Absolutely okay.
Um, just want to know if there's like signs they give me because sometimes I feel like I overlook the signs they give me.
Okay. So you're looking for the signs. Okay.
Yes.
Um, all right, hold on here as I just tune in for a moment here. Okay, Amber, the first thing I'm hearing is I have a daughter who used to love to watch the show The Wiggles, and her one of her favorite characters was Jeff, and they would always yell, "Wake up, Jeff!" And that's what I'm hearing right now. Wake up! We're showing you the signs. They're right there. Yes, you're picking up those signs. So what is happening, what they're showing me is that your mind is trying to create something different about it, right? It's either trying to convince you
Yeah.
that, nope, that wasn't real. You really didn't hear that. You really didn't see that. That penny on the ground, that's not for you. That's superstitious, right? So it's a little bit of being able to get out of what I would call the ego mind. And the ego mind is really here just to keep us safe in our human existence. So it's not a bad thing. But it does sometimes get in the way of allowing us to be open and to be able to see the signs that our loved ones are coming through with. Um, I keep hearing the word songs. So pay attention to the songs that you hear on the radio as you're driving in your car. A lot of times there will be a certain verse or maybe a certain word in a song that all of a sudden just jumps out at you, or the verse that you go, huh, I never thought about that. I never heard that in that song before, right? Those are all ways that they are speaking to us. Or if you've asked a question, right? Um, I always find it kind of amazing that I'll be kind of daydreaming or thinking, and I'll think to myself, well, I wonder about this, right? And then I happen to look down as I'm driving in my car and I look at the song and I'm like, oh, well, there's my answer, right? It could be as simple as the title of the song. It could be the melody that takes you back to a certain situation. So be open to those. Like I said, they keep saying songs. Songs are coming up pretty strong for you to be aware of. Um,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, I'm also being told that you're hearing things like physically with your ears, right? Um,
Yeah.
you're hearing. Um, Let me see if they'll give me an example. Hold on. Um, they're showing me tapping, like tapping on a window, tapping on a door. Um, that kind of makes you stop and think, "Oh, is somebody at the door?" Right? Um, yes, they are.
Yeah.
Um, they want to let you know that you are there, that they are there, and they are supporting you in whatever realm, whatever way that you need to be supported. What they're showing me is really that they're just trying to get your attention to let you know that you're safe and you're loved, and that don't forget about them, right? Remember.
Right.
And so that's what all these signs are coming up for you. That's what they're meaning. They're really just there to say, hey, I am here to support you in any way, and just know that I'm here, right?
Right.
Um, they're showing me that you have some big challenges coming up, like big decisions, big things that are coming up in your life. Um, and so that's another reason why they're being so active, right? That your loved ones are being so active is so that you know that you're not alone on this path, and that they are here to support you through that time. Um, they're showing me they're showing me changes. Um, they're not being very clear what those changes are, so I don't know if you're looking into a new career path or something like that. They're not showing me that it's anything bad, but it's very big in perspective of what you're going through in your life. Um,
Okay, that makes sense.
it's like I keep hearing the word evaluation. Like you're doing a lot of evaluation right now, looking in that introspective way to look and see what it is that you're needing to know, um, what might need to shift and change in your life. And sometimes that can bring up some really big things and big shakeups, right? So just know
Right.
that you're on the right path, and you're going to get through those. Just remember that some things have to fall away in order for new things to come in, and sometimes that's the hardest thing for us be able to wrap our heads around and be okay with. Does that make sense for you?
Yes, it does make sense.
Okay, good. They're showing me like they're cheering on the other side. They're like, "You've got this. You can do this. You have all the means and the ways in order to do this. So don't tell yourself anything less, okay?"
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something you would say.
It's like, it's like that big thing where they have the arms and they're like um, got their hands clasped together and they're like shaking and doing the whole I've done it, look at me, I'm the champ, right? So that's what they're showing.
Right.
Oh, Amber, we're coming down to the last few seconds of our show, so I will have to say goodnight. But I want to thank you for calling in and hope this has been helpful for you.
Thank you. I definitely appreciate everything.
Good. I'm glad. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
You as well. Thank you.
All right, that does it for me, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Take it easy, take a deep breath, and we will see you all again next week.